Edinburgh, Scotland's stunning capital city. Sitting between the Firth of Forth to the north and the Pentland Hills to the south, Edinburgh has evolved across a series of volcanic platforms and softened valleys carved into shape by millions of years of glacial shift. The looming black rock and breathtaking castle that dominate the very centre of the city have played pivotal roles in the feudal history of Scotland. But today they stand as an unmistakable landmark of not only Edinburgh's Old Town, but one of the top visitor destinations in the world. The Royal Mile is Edinburgh's main artery. Used by nobility and townsfolk alike for hundreds of years, this ancient cobbled thoroughfare and the streets, closes, wynds and alleys that span from it are the very heart of the atmospheric Old Town. Take a walk from Castle Hill at the top of the mile to the Canongate and the Palace of Holyrood House at the foot, and the story of Edinburgh's past will unfold with each step. In Victorian times, Edinburgh became known as Auld Reekie, thanks to the heavy pollution of the Industrial Revolution. And for hundreds of years prior to that, the Nor Loch contributed to an unpleasant pong thanks to much of the Old Town's sewage filtering in. The loch was ultimately drained and is now the infinitely more pleasant Princes Street Gardens. The gardens, which proudly house the charred-looking Scott Monument, run the length of Princes Street, Edinburgh's famous shopping mile, and in the summer months they become a haven for locals and visitors alike. The year 1707 brought Scotland and England together as the United Kingdom, with power heading south of the border to London's Westminster. However, in 1997 a referendum led to the return of a parliament to Scotland, but this time as a devolved government. The Scottish Parliament's unique architecture integrates into the surrounding landscape, a parkland dominated by Arthur's Seat and the Crags, yet another bold reminder of Edinburgh's volcanic roots. Toward the end of the 18th century, Edinburgh's Old Town tenements were a recognisable trademark, with the poor occupying lower floors and the wealthy the upper. The population would grow so much that eventually a grand new town was proposed and developed to accommodate those who could afford it. Its wide Georgian thoroughfares and roomy townhouses became the neighbourhood of the rich and refined, and to this day it remains a highly desirable area to live. Edinburgh was and still is known for its academic prowess. It became a particular focal point of the European Enlightenment and was named the Athens of the North thanks to the grand architecture of the new town and the prominence of Scotland's intellectual elite, mostly centred around the University of Edinburgh. Fast forward to the modern day, and Edinburgh's now a thriving cosmopolitan city, attracting millions of visitors from the four corners of the globe. The draw of countless award-winning attractions, such as the castle and the Royal Yacht Britannia, moored permanently in Edinburgh's port of Leith, and a huge selection of hotels, shops, restaurants and cafes offers something for absolutely everyone. And for the grown-ups, Edinburgh continues to thrive after dark and into the wee small hours, with a famous bar, pub, club and live music scene. August and December are two of the most popular months to visit, with August hosting a series of world-renowned festivals, including the famous Edinburgh Fringe, that clash and overlap to form the largest annual arts and cultural festival anywhere in the world. Throughout festival season, the castle plays nightly host to the infamous Royal Edinburgh Military Tattoo, a spectacular show bringing together an enormous cast of military and civilian performers from across the globe. December sees winter come alive, with 6 weeks of Christmas celebration, including markets, fairs and activities, providing fun for all the family. The year finally draws to a close with one of the most famous get-togethers in the world, Edinburgh's Hogmanay, a New Year's extravaganza that has to be seen to be believed. A whole calendar of events, including the magical torchlight procession, culminate in an incredible street party and jaw-dropping fireworks display on Princes Street, attended by tens of thousands of people and fueled by some of the biggest entertainment acts in the industry. Getting to and from the city is easy. The Airlink service runs buses from Waverley Bridge to Edinburgh Airport and vice versa, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Grabbing a taxi is also an option, and it should take around 20 to 30 minutes depending on traffic. If travelling by train, Waverley Station, situated behind the iconic Balmoral Hotel, has regular and efficient rail links to the north, south and west. If you're travelling up from London, you can expect a 4.5 to 5 hour journey up the East Coast Line. If you're flying up, it takes approximately 1 hour. There's never a wrong time to come to Edinburgh. The capital buzzes 365 days a year, and regardless of when you choose to visit, you'll be given a warm welcome by some of the friendliest people in the world.